What would happen if a pair of players went up against my dreaded shadow monsters? Well, let me tell you about the time that they did. Before we get started, I just want to review the Shadow Monster set that I designed so that you know what these players are contending with as we go through these encounters. Essentially, I designed a set of monsters that work together and are absolutely brutal, or at least on paper, and so we'll find out if that plays out at the table. We have the Torch Tooth, which is a mook, kind of this flying bat that swoops around, carries people off, and breathes fire on them if they stop moving. They want stationary targets. We've got the Brute of the mix, which is the Hunchback. He's got a couple hearts. He has some deadly slice and skewer damage. He jumps and slams and able to move anywhere. He heals whenever he deals damage, and his only weak spot is attacking him from behind. So he's a tough cookie. Then we have our support, which is the Shriek, this kind of lerpy, shadowy, figure that shrieks and causes you to lose an action or a movement, claws through without going through your defense, and is able to take control of you using its shadow. And then finally we have the boss, Cypheus, the Shadow Blight. He is an absolute monster. +7 to his stats, +7 to his, +4 to his effort. He's got ultimate, with his sword. He can spawn creatures. He can, grab and make you lose a movement, or as well as he's able to recover and move anywhere, and he's immune to all forms of magic and magic items. And he's got some tricks up his sleeves as well. So what's going to happen is I have 3 encounters for these players. They're different mix of each. The first one is going to be a combination of the Torch Tooth and the Hunchback. The second encounter is going to be a combination of the Torch Tooth and the Shriek. And then the last encounter is with all 4 of them in one encounter. Start here with our very first scene, and the general idea for this kind of storyline is that as a party, as a pair, you've been traveling through the woods where you saw a ruckus. You were kind of investigating something that had occurred on the road. You went off the road to follow the tracks to this carriage that had kind of been dragged out from the road, and you found that the driver and his horse had been killed. And as you're investigating, suddenly these swooping torch teeth came, started blaring at you, as well as out of the woods, comes this Hunchback. And you may have heard about them from the village. If we were playing this, you probably would have heard about it from the villagers. But yeah, that's essentially it. You've stepped off to the roads, and this is your encounter with the shadow monsters in the forest. So what I'm going to do is, between the two of you, why don't you guys just roll a d20 and let's see who goes first between the two of you, and then I'll go after.
7.
All right. That means it's what is it, Jean-Eric or Jean-Eric, Chris?
Jean-Eric.
Jean-Eric, and then Weaver. Oh no, is it Weaver or Reaver?
Reaver.
There's an R in there.
W-R. Yep.
Okay,
I like that.
Okay, so Jean-Eric's gonna go first, and then followed by Reaver, and then I will go for the monsters.
So we're coming up on the scene. We investigate this, and we see these things. So there's 3 flying creatures and 1 not flying creature?
Correct. And then you can still explore the carriage and whatever. Like, I wouldn't say that those are, they're on the table for a reason. You could explore them. But yes.
Is this entire scene a far move?
Yeah, we'll say that.
Okay. I look at Reaver and I point at these scary bat things coming at us, and I say, "Look out, scary bat things coming at us." I'm going to run and hide underneath this cart.
Okay.
And I am going to try to cast invulnerability on Reaver.
Okay.
Awesome.
Do I have to stay in near, or if I can change the order of operations where I touch Reaver first, if I have to do it as a touch spell, but if it's just within near, I'm gonna run and hide first and then try
Um,
to cast it.
I'd have to look at the
I'm
description,
fine
but I
with
think you're fine either way, because either order.
I'm fine with the touch. This is gonna be +3 wisdom roll. So just missed it. I'm gonna go run and hide anyway.
Okay, and give me a D100 roll as you dive under the carriage.
42.
Okay, 42. You do find underneath the caravan a fur-lined coat. Gives you some extra armor if you want to put it on.
Yeah. What's the? Is it +1?
Yeah, it's +1 defense. Okay,
Okay.
and then if you cast that same spell next turn, it will be easy.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Reaver, that's going to bring us to you.
Awesome. Okay. These cliffs to the south here, how high are those? Like, is this just a short hill that I can quickly get up the trunk or vine here
Yeah, I think
for
that'd
some
be
high
fine.
ground?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will move Reaver up there. And then from me to the flying enemy closest to Jean, can I reach them with my bow?
Sure.
So I am going to try to hit them with my bow. And with Arcane Cartridge, if I hit, that should also do magic damage.
All right. Whew.
And then, so I roll a d6 for the weapon damage. 1. And then do I roll something else? Do I roll a 10 for magic or
I think you replace the D6 with
with the d10?
with the D10.
Okay.
There
8
you go.
magic damage.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. Magic arrow shot and fells the first torch tooth. Crashes into the sky.
Nice.
Gene probably sees it like flying towards him and like crash and slide next to his carriage.
Yes, we get to survive at least one turn.
Yes.
Okay, so that's my turn.
Yeah, well done. All right, so we're gonna move into these guys. So they, because you guys are moving around, they're having a hard time seeing you. So these guys are just gonna try to swoop in. One of them is gonna kind of swoop in towards Jean, and one of them is gonna swoop in towards Reaver. Because you're underneath there, they probably won't be able to get to you. But let's see if they do anything to the caravan. So this guy like slams into the caravan. It doesn't do any damage to you, but we are going to put some damage on the caravan. And then this guy is going to swoop in. Reaver, give me a dex save as he kind of like tries to slam into you.
Okay, Dex +4. 6 + 4 is 10.
Okay, so you're not quite. You're just looking off, lining up your next shot before he swoops in, and he's going to deal 4 damage to you.
I'm still standing, but
Yep. Okay, and then our Hunchback here is going to he's going to move over here to this side. Okay, and then he is going to slice against the carriage, trying to get at you. So that is a 1. And then let's see if he can kind of get an ultimate strike on that. Yep, he can. So he is going to deal 16 points of damage and crushes the caravan. And that's it for me. And then we're going to just turn the timer down from 4 to 3. All right, Gene, you're exposed as this hunchback just tears apart the carriage.
I'm going to try to cast invulnerability on myself, and this will be a regular roll. So this is going to be +3, and that hits.
Nice.
It is a hard roll, so that lasts for 2 rounds.
Okay.
And
All right,
I will is Reaver is on a kind of like a rock outcropping right there.
Yes.
Yep, I have elevation, but the flying
I
thing
will
got me.
run over here to the base of it and hug the rock face in the bushes.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Reaver.
Okay. So since this thing hit me and is hovering near the air, I'm going to use my heavier crossbow here for a hope to. Well, no, I'm gonna stick with my regular bow for magic damage right now, and I'm gonna roll, and that hits.
Nice.
And then I roll for magic.
Whew.
9.
Very nice.
I'm
Okay.
glad I went ranged.
Okay. Do you want to? So take a hero coin, and then do you want to move anywhere?
I think I will keep the high ground. I will just say that I'm maybe took a step back for a clearer shot there, so that there is room if Jean also wants to climb.
Okay. All right. So this torch tooth, you moved a little bit, so I'm gonna give this. It's gonna be an easy strength contest, but
Okay.
as you stayed in place, this torch tooth kind of got sight of you and came in and is trying to grab your shoulders to carry you off. So we're gonna do a contested strength roll where I'm just gonna roll -3 to my roll. So
Okay.
that's 8. So you just need to be. Whew, yep.
Nat 20.
Very nice. Okay,
Just bounces off my shell.
Yep. I'll let you move with that nat 20. I'll let you move anywhere you'd like.
Okay. Question is it worth it? Is this the same? No, this is a lower elevation. Well, he's right on top of me. I think I like the hold position.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah.
No worries. All right, that's going to bring us to our Hulk. He is going to leap at Jean. You're invulnerable, so he slams up against you, but your spell holds back. And then we're just going to see, yeah. So again, he misses as he strikes. Frustrated at the invulnerability spell placed upon you. And then we're going to reduce the timer by 1, by 2, just 1. Okay, Gene.
Well, I would attempt to strike at him with my quarterstaff, but I'm in front of him, and so even though it would be a plus 17, mod 17.
Okay, if you can get behind him, you do that. Give me since you're dealing with him, give me just a normal dex check, and if you do, I will count.
I could, but I wouldn't know it.
That's true.
So I'm just gonna say it bounces off, and I notice that it bounces off.
Okay. Yep. His flesh on the front is quite tough, but you can see the bulbous kind of hunch of his back seems exposed.
I'll take my movement though and run and hide behind this thing. And when I go over, do I notice anything about that stone?
Give me a wisdom roll.
+3 is only a 9.
Okay. The only thing you notice is that it is carved with like arcane runes, but they seem to be inert.
Okay. That's my turn. Thanks.
All right. All right, Reaver.
Okay. From my vantage point, I'm assuming I can see the top of the ground enemy's back, but I'm also irritated with this flying guy here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try my luck for a third time to hit the flying enemy with my bow.
All right. Whew.
At 20.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And then I also have quick draw, which means I can roll again.
Yep. And don't forget your D12 for that ultimate crit strike.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Awesome. So, can I see this ground enemy? Can I see the hump on his back from my elevation?
I feel like so, especially after Jean like ran away. He probably turned angry at Jean for running, and so he probably has his back towards you because he's gunning for the magic wielder, the biggest threat, biggest quote unquote threat in his mind.
So 10 does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, can I turn in my hero coin already and
sure
try again on that guy?
Sure.
Since he's got my back to me, I want to take advantage of that. 3. Okay. He's all yours, Jean.
Okay. All right. You didn't quite hit, so his attention is still focused on Jean. If he would have hit, he might have turned on you.
I assume it's focused on me because I'm just on the ground and I was just engaged in melee with him. Because,
exactly.
Other than being dressed sort of like a Jedi, my character hasn't actually evinced any showy magic. All he did was cast an invulnerability on himself, which would only be secondarily apparent to the brute upon striking.
Yeah, so he hasn't like put the pieces together. He just knows like, hey, I tried to hit this thing, and normally when I hit things, I kill that thing.
Happened.
Yeah. So now he's like, what is this thing, and why is he not dead? So he's gonna rush over there, and I'm just kind of curious how well he's doing with your invulnerability, but he's gonna try to skewer you twice as he runs at you. So just skewer once and a slice.
I am going to. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's your turn still.
No, yeah, you're good. Your defense is 12 or 13, I believe.
It's currently 14 with that extra.
So he would have missed the skewer, but he would have hit the slice, but your invulnerability spell still just stands.
Okay.
And that's just 2 actions, so.
Was that all his turn?
Yep, he's kind of like in a rage. He was trying to like jam, but nothing.
I'm gonna
go ahead. Does the stone interact at all with that Jean was hiding behind?
No, I don't think he would have sliced at it. Good question though.
Before I take an actual action, I'm going to try to look one more time at the markings on the stone and see if I make any sense of it. And I still don't. That's a terrible roll. I will. I guess. Yeah, boy. I guess I'm going to try to cast. It's going to last until the end of this turn. I guess I'm going to try to cast Invulnerability on myself again.
Okay.
And that will beat the target on a +3. It's a mod 14.
All right.
It is not enough to last more than the end of my next turn, though.
Okay.
I will use movement to, again, regroup with Reaver and just stick to the base of this thing. I'll just keep bouncing back and forth between here and trying to piss him off.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's my turn.
All right.
Okay. My trusty bow is still working real well, so I'm gonna. Well, how from my position can I see the tender spot that makes a good target?
So he is facing you now, so you can see
Okay.
it. But I will say, if you make a hard shot, because of your high ground, you could hit it from above. But you just
Okay.
need to be hard.
All right. Over here is this bottom right of the map. Is that still high ground or is that a lower elevation?
It's lower than where you are. We'll say it's kind of ramping down, so it's getting close to the same level.
Okay. So I think what I will do is well, just to keep his attention on me, this time I'm going to try to use my crossbow and bolt just to,
Okay.
shake him up and see what I can do to irritate him.
Okay.
Nice.
Whew.
19.
Nice.
And it is a crit on a 19 or a 20.
Yep. So
Outstanding.
roll damage plus an ultimate.
So 5 plus 8.
And did you have
13.
bonuses on any of those on weapon or ultimate?
No, all my bonuses are in energy and magic.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Well, you hit him. You put him pretty good. You took down 13 points of health. He is now very aware of you. After he all of a sudden, like, he shrieks and growls at the bolt that's sticking out of his hunch. So for him, he is going to leap up to you.
Oh.
And try to slam down, and you watch as Jean watches as this guy arcs, as this dark spot comes slamming down onto you. So give me a dex or a defense save.
Okay. Dex plus 4. Well, how do defense saves work? Because my defense is 17.
So you would roll a +7 instead of for a defense roll. You just use your bonus.
Okay. Alrighty. 18 plus 7.
Yep.
Is 25.
So yeah, you duck out of the with your shell and your armor, you're able to withstand the blow. You don't roll out of the way or anything like that. You just kind of deflect it. He lands into it, and then he is going to try to skewer you as as you stand back up. So that is an 18. So that is enough to break through your defense. That is going to be
found a soft spot.
That's going to be 5 points of damage, and you can ignore those 5 points if you break a piece of armor.
Okay, so I think instead of taking the 5 points, I'm going to lose my shield that I have taped to the front of my shell, and that will take me down to a defense of 15.
Okay, but you resist the 5. Okay. The timer is going to drop to 0. I'm going to roll a skull die, and we're just going to see if it's a skull, it's another hunchback. If it's blank, it's going to be a few more torch teeth. 2 more torch teeth. That was the wrong button to click. Okay. That's going to bring us to Gene.
I'm going to take this opportunity, I guess, to toss a knife into the Hunchback's back.
Yes.
Nice.
So I'm only +1 on Dex. Just barely missed. And it goes blind.
All right.
I will take my movement, though, and I will pull this way. I'm going to stay still within near range of where Reaver is currently.
Okay. All right, Reaver.
Okay. Is there... Is there room for me to slide back down the vine to the ground?
Sure.
I'm gonna do that. Caught between a shell and a hard place, right?
Cowabunga, dude.
There we go. Ah. My mouse is being finicky. Let's try that again.
There
we go. Alrighty, so if this big brute is still facing the wall, I'm going to try to get him with a bolt again.
Okay.
Bounces off the rock. It doesn't even scrape his ankle.
That's all right. Live to fight another day.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay. So these guys are going to come in. We're going to just have both of you make a dex save twice against these guys as they swoop past. Kind of half blind. They think something's over there. So yeah, 2 dex saves.
So 2 + 4 is 6.
Okay.
So I passed one, but not the other.
All right. So Reaver, you take 4 points of damage from their slam, and then I'm gonna push you closer to Gene. Right. So yeah, it brings you to 7 hit points down, 3 hit points left.
Okay.
All right. Okay, and this guy is gonna come in and slam. He's gonna roll random between the two of you. 1, 2, 3 is Reaver. 4, 5, 6 is Gene. He's gonna come in and try to slam down on Reaver. And give me a Dex or a Defense save.
Okay, so defense is +7. No, it's +5.
Whew.
Nat 20 + 5.
Nice.
I just hunched
20.
down and let my shell take it all.
Okay. All right. I will give you take a hero coin for the hat trick 20, as well as whatever you do next turn will be easy.
That's awesome.
Okay, and then he is going to try to just slice you at a 19, so that's a hit, and then he is going to get 2 points of damage.
Ouch. I'm down to a 1 now.
All right. That's going to bring us to Gene. Oh, and then he did, what was that, 3 points of damage? No, 2, he did 2 points of damage, so he heals for 2.
Oh.
All right, Gene.
That's it. I will try to cast Invulnerability on Reaver.
Thank you.
That is a fail. I can re-roll on your hero coin if you would like me to spend it.
Awesome. Yep, I will spend that hero coin.
And I get another 3 because I suck. And in shame, I run for these bushes over here.
Your dice will warm up, hopefully,
Sorry.
next encounter.
That's my turn.
All right.
Sorry, though.
No, that's cool.
All right, Reaver.
Oh, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a big scratch, so I'm feeling a bit vulnerable. I'm going to move behind this dead guy and hope I don't meet his fate.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my bow and quiver, try to get the big brute in his soft spot.
Okay, it's gonna be easy.
6 plus 3 is 9.
That's what you need.
That's not going to do it.
That is what you need.
Oh,
That's
yeah, easy. That is
easy.
exactly what I need.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then magic damage. 7.
Oh, nice.
Did you say you had? Yeah. Did you have bonus?
Oh yeah, my magic bonus is +5.
Whew. So it's another 12 points of damage to this guy.
Yay!
Whew. Yeah, he's not happy.
I saw you trying to heal. I'm gonna take that down again.
Yeah, he ain't happy about that.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. These guys are gonna swoop 1-on-1. Just a defense dex save on both of you as they move past.
Fail.
Dirty
2 of them.
20
Sorry.
and an 11.
Oh no, you don't need to make 2. So it's just the first one.
Oh,
so
okay.
So Reaver
Okay.
made it. Gene
I
failed.
failed.
Gene, you take 2 points of damage. Okay. This guy is gonna rush up, and he's gonna slice twice. 1, 2, and that is a 13 and a 10. I don't think that's enough to get through your armor.
I'm at 15 right now.
Okay. All right, that's it for me.
Since the brute is engaged with Reaver, I'm gonna charge out of the bushes and try to monk strike this dude.
Nice.
Which I think is a whiz, so I'm +3. And that's a fail.
Oh man.
Reaver's up.
All right, Reaver.
Okay. So this is. Did I already use my easy? Yeah.
Yep.
Move that off my sheet. He's close. I have 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm.
But he hasn't. Okay, so he just missed me. I'm going to move over by the stone. As I run past it, do I notice anything about it?
Give me a whiz roll.
That's a success.
So, with some magic effort, you feel like these runes could be charged.
Okay. So as I knock, draw, and release from my bow at the
the torch
flying
sheath.
enemy on the left, I shout, to Jean. What would be the right way to say this? That this stone looks like it might light up. Oh, 2. I trip on a rock and I miss the I miss the flying enemy.
Yep.
I was so excited.
Yep.
This big stone looks like a candle. Stick some magic in it.
Nice. All right. So this guy's gonna just do 1 and 1 as they move past. So a defense save from both of you as well.
Pass.
Nice.
Ooh, 9.
Oh.
Okay, that's 2 points.
Okay, can I lose my mixed armor in order to stay on my feet with 1, or should I just, hit the ground unconscious?
So I think you'd hit the ground. The destroying an armor is the skewer kind of condition.
Okay. So, yep. I am prone and my eyes are closed. I am not doing anything. Sorry.
Okay.
No.
This guy's gonna turn to you, and he is gonna slice and skewer. Slice, that is a 7, and skewer is a dirty 20. He is gonna deal 13 points of damage unless you break a piece of armor.
Yeah, I'll toss that fur coat that I have on, and he just tears it off me, skewering.
Mm-hmm.
So, yay for that. I am going to... Does he have any additional movement, or is he sticking with me?
No, he's sticking with you.
Okay. I am going to... turn into a bat.
Whew.
Hooray!
Awesome! Woo!
And I'm gonna fly like a bat over here. I can't cast. I probably can't even stabilize, but I'm still a bat for another 2 turns after this one.
Yeah, I feel like you can cancel that, right? Like on a
Yeah,
each
you can.
turn.
Yeah, if it's the same, if we're playing it's the same as spell, then I can cancel it at will.
Okay, but yeah, you would have used your action to use the spell, and yeah, next turn you could cancel and do the whatever. All right. Okay. D Reaver. Sorry, too many names. Give me a D20 roll for a miracle and a D4 for your dying.
Okay. A 16 is not a miracle, though it is a nice roll in other things. And then a D4, right?
Yep, D4.
1 round.
Yep. The end of your next round.
Maybe you can pass me off as escargot or a handbag if nobody looks too closely.
All right. This guy's going to come down. He's going to grab Reaver, and he's going to start carrying him off as a stationary target.
So like lifting and flying away.
Yep. So grab a stationary target and carry them off. Okay. This guy is going to come up. Give me an easy dex as a bat.
That hits.
No, that should.
I'm successful is what I need to say.
Yeah. No worries. I'm like, no, it doesn't hit. You're good. All right, and then he's gonna come over here, and you're presumably flying.
Yeah, he shouldn't be able to reach me. I'm flying.
No, he'd have to like leap at you and try to slam, but I don't think that like the likelihood of him being able to do that. So he's kind of like prowling around,
roaring in anger.
Yep. All right, Jean.
I come over, I fly over to this guy, and I hover over him as he's trying to drag Reaver off, and I cancel my spell, and I land on him with a death from above attack.
Nice.
And I'm just like, to hell with you, dude. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to monk strike him, I guess, which should be a hit.
It does hit.
Yes.
It is basic +1 for 5 points of damage.
That's enough to kill him.
Nice. And
Yes.
I think you should get a Kane. Can he have a hero coin
Oh,
for that death
absolutely.
from above? That was absolutely awesome.
Okay, absolutely. You guys, as he's gotten up there, you guys drop. It's a couple feet, but you know, Reaver slams in with the thud of a sack of potatoes and
Shell first into the mossy undergrowth.
Exactly.
There's no opportunity with that to stabilize Reaver, though, right?
Yeah, because you would have used your action to attack.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
All right, Reaver.
So cool, though.
It was cool.
Alrighty.
Miracle we need.
We need a miracle. Oh.
I can't. They can't re-roll dying on a hero coin sacrifice, correct?
So you can re-roll. You can use a hero coin to re-roll for a miracle. You can't use a hero coin to re-roll your dying timer.
A dying timer. I will throw my hero coin so that they can re-roll a dying timer.
Yeah. So give me one more miracle.
I mean, sorry. Yeah, miracle roll.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, 5.
That's all right.
That's all right.
You used up all those good 20s early on.
Well, if you need gear, I've got a crossbow and bolt kit, arcane cartridge, and a bow and quiver, plus mixed armor. So like, hide behind my shell or whatever.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome stuff. But I'm sorry to see you go. Is the important part.
Maybe he has a twin or a brother somewhere.
Monsters are up.
Yep. So give me a dex roll. Make that. He's gonna, now that he has his prey back in range, he's gonna rush over and slice twice. 1, 2. Huh. No go.
Yeah, you can't catch this monk.
Okay. Gene?
Would I be able to grab Reaver's crossbow and maneuver to a rearward position on this creature?
Sure. I think that's fine.
I will do that. I'm just going to pick it up. I assume it still had one bolt in it. I point that thing at his back and I shoot. I'm only +1 on dex, but that is a hit.
Nice.
What kind of tasty damage does that thing do?
This
is it an arcane cartridge?
I think the arcane was to the bow.
The arcane cartridge, like, it didn't specify in the notes I was given, but I've been using the arcane cartridge for the bow.
I'll assume it was a bow, so it's just going to be regular weapon damage +1, which is probably not going to do it because I would need to hit a 6. But here we go. It only does 2 points of damage to it.
Okay.
If I have any additional movement, I'll come hide behind this thing.
All right. Okay. Another dex as this guy's swooping. You're moving so fast he can't see you, but he can keep blindly like trying to run into you.
That is missed by 1, so I take some damage.
3.
Okay.
Okay. All right. This guy's gonna leap, and then he's gonna skewer. So give me a dex or a defense save to avoid the slam as he leaps.
2 defenses at +3. That's a good save.
Okay. And then
then same thing.
He's going to try to skewer, so That is a
Okay.
15.
Yeah, 15 gets me.
So that would be 13 points of damage unless you break a piece of armor.
Yeah, he cuts my mixed armor off me. So I'll be defense 11 now.
All right. All right, it's your move.
I turn into a bat. I failed to turn into a bat by 1.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Fizzled.
Okay, do you want to move anywhere?
Yeah, sure. I'll run up on top of this rock.
Okay. What's the dex?
+1. It's good.
A slam. So give me a dex or defense.
Same thing. Good.
All right, and then he's going to slice. That is an 11.
Ties my armor.
Yep. Okay. All right, what do you want to do?
I turn into a bat. Fail again.
Oh, man.
Even on an easy. Wait, target is
9.
12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm +3 whiz. I turn into a bat.
Okay.
awesome.
Are you running out of here? You escaping?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Well, let's. You guys ready for the continuation of the story?
Yeah, go for it.
Sure. Do you want me to
Oh no, your character's back. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. Everyone's back to full. Essentially, you lick your wounds. You report back that there's this monster. These monsters are inhabiting the forest, and they've clued you into this old monastery back in the mountains that some people say is where the source of them are. So, same thing. We've got this monastery environment now with some extra terrain that you can hide between. But this time you've got some torch teeth fluttering around at night, as well as this lanky, lerpy Shriek, which you probably heard as you approached. So we're just going to keep we'll keep the same order, and we'll just let Gene start us off.
Quick question. Is our objective to move through, or are we supposed to kill all the monsters? What's our...
Let's say for this particular encounter, we're going to say that this whole thing is like triple far crossed. So like in a far move, you can get to here, then another far move. Kind of break this down into thirds. And let's say if you can either get to this bit, or you can get to this bit, we'll consider this encounter taken care of.
Okay.
Do we have to jump that broken bridge, or is there enough debris there that we can scramble over it?
To get here, you would have to jump.
Okay.
I will start off by casting Invulnerability on Reaver.
Awesome.
And that's good. In fact, that's a hard success. So for 2 rounds until the end of their turn, 2 turns from now.
Okay.
So does invulnerability mean that I don't take physical damage?
It means, yeah, you don't take any harm.
Okay.
I will then try to use my movement. Can I see all these creatures and they can see me? Or are we detected yet?
I think, give me just a dex. Let's see.
Fail.
Yes, you are detected.
Okay. I will, this is down, right? That's just rubble.
Yeah.
I'll sneak in here.
Okay.
That's my turn. Thanks.
All right, Reaver.
Okay. So that's 2 far moves to the fella in the middle. I'm wondering if it's best to stay together or not.
Well, the thing is, I have mobility that is, as you would have known, I have a mobility that is pretty good. So by making you invulnerable for 2 rounds, you can move where you want, and pretty much nothing bad can happen to you.
Awesome. So what I'm going
Mostly.
mostly. Anyway, I'm going to move far. And then
Nice.
can I see through here? So next turn, if this guy's still in the room, I could try a shot.
Sure. Yeah, and these guys are all like fluttering around above the ruins, and so you could probably see them just fine.
Okay. So, yep, I moved far, and that's my turn.
Okay. All right. We're gonna say these guys are going to, swoop, swoop, swoop. There. So, Reaver, you don't really have to roll anything because they swooped at you twice, but you're just fine. Gene, give me a easy dex while you're in those ruins.
That passes.
All right.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Misses by 1. I
Okay.
take damage.
All right, you take 3 points of damage. All right, this guy is going to move forward, and then he is going to shriek. So everybody, give me a charisma save.
It's just,
Pass.
fail.
All right, so
Should have
Reaver.
brought earmuffs.
So Reaver, if on the fail you choose on your next turn to lose either a movement or your action, your choice.
Okay. Well, I would choose to lose.
Well, you can think about it to see.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
no
is
worries.
that the last? Have
Well, no,
all the
he's got
monsters-
he's
have all
got
the
one.
monsters moved?
He's got one more action.
Yeah, I thought so. There we go.
Yep. So he is going to reach out as you watch, like covering your ears. His long shadow is reaching out towards your feet and to connect with your shadow. You need to beat a 13 with a charisma save.
17.
Nice.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. All right, that's it for me. So then we're going to just reduce the timer by 1. All right, so Gene.
I am going to turn into a bat, and I'm going to fail, and I am going to just make my near move through here.
Okay.
So I'm a third of the way across.
Yep, you're a third of the way. All right, Reaver.
Okay. Does my invulnerability go down by 1 now?
Yes.
Okay. And then so I either can move close, move near, or take an action.
Yep. So
That's
it's
what's available to me right now.
Yep.
So I'm not liking the shadow guy. I'm going to attempt to hit the flying. Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to hit the flying guy over me with the bow and quiver.
Okay.
Not with the quiver, with the arrow from the bow. But
That would be pretty epic. I don't understand why Legolas never hit somebody with a quiver.
Wham! So that hits.
Yeah.
And it does magic damage.
Nice.
9.
Plus bonus.
9 plus 5 is 14.
Yeah, that's enough. You just kill him outright.
I'm taking those bats out before they can set me on fire.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, so that is my turn because I
Yep.
lost a move from
Yep.
Noisy Dude.
All right, so this guy's going to swoop at Gene. So give me a dex. You're
Pass.
fine. All right, Reaver, you need to beat a. You need to beat a 6 with strength.
Even though I'm
Yeah, because he's not going to deal damage to you.
Yeah.
He's trying to carry you off. He's finally
Carry me
caught
off.
sight of you
Okay, Dex.
with strength. So
Um,
dex with 6 with strength. Whew.
There you go.
Yay!
Okay. So he's gonna
Oh.
move up, and he is going. He's going to try to strike at you. You're invulnerable, but you feel as his fingers cut through it. You feel that if it wasn't for that spell, he would have cut straight through your defense.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he is going to his shadow is going to reach out, and Gene, I need you to beat a 21 with charisma.
I can't.
All right. So he's going to take a quick action as Gene. So let me just pull up Gene real quick.
Well, the good thing is I can't really do any damage to anybody, so yeah, I suggest Radiant Shield, or perhaps you can cast Invulnerability on me.
I think he's just gonna run over, and he's gonna try with Wisdom. It's 17. So again, just you slam your fist into the invulnerability spell. Okay, but that's it for me. The timer's going to drop down from 3 to 2.
Okay. So I'm being hunted by shadow creatures and punched by my companion.
Yes.
Okay. Would I know how to assist my companion in waiving this or no?
So it's done. So once it's grasped, it lasts for 1 turn. He has to.
I cast Radiant Shield, and that's a hit. So for the next 4 rounds, or nope, D4 rounds, 1 round, we get bright, brilliant light that fills the room,
Yes.
and it eliminates shadows. And I'm going to take a near move, so I'm halfway across.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. So with the Radiant Shield, we're gonna reduce the target by 3.
Nice.
And we will reduce. Yeah, I think we'll stay right there. I was debating about either reducing the target or reducing effort, like stat bonuses to 1 for all the shadow monsters.
Okay. So for my turn, I would like to move far and my invulnerability drops.
Yep. Okay. All right. And by the way, Gene, take a hero coin for that radiant light.
Yes, that was awesome.
Okay, these guys are going to swoop past. So each one of you do a dex save.
That is a pass.
5. It's a fail with a 5.
All right, that's 4 points on Reaver. Okay, this guy's gonna shriek.
Ooh.
Remind me again? Beyond the light, is it just
It says, and I quote, it's right here. He's got crappy spells. Wisdom spells. It says Radiant Shield, Radiant Shield, Radiant Shield, Radiant Shield. Call on divine forces to imbue your shield with holy light. The light will blind all evil creatures that see it for 1d4 rounds.
Oh, okay. All right. So what we're
So
gonna...
yeah, I mean, I was going to say, yeah. What if you consider that a hard penalty for whatever they do? That sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Like I said, to me, it was an environmental effect. It just meant that things that are, shadow related don't shadow. It was a randomly chosen spell, but it works well for these
For
guys.
sure.
Yeah.
So I feel like for this Shriek, it kind of eliminates his Shadow Grasp spell because he can't like cast a shadow towards you.
I'm down with that because that's what I was hoping.
Yeah, but I do think he's gonna one Shriek at you guys. So you guys need to save against a dirty 20 with charisma.
Ooh, +1. I met it.
Nice.
I tied it.
Nice.
Okay. All right, and then but Reaver's going to lose either a move or an action, but this guy's going to move up, and he is going to strike with his Shadow Claw. It technically ignores defense, but with the Radiant Shield happening, that would be a 14.
14 is a hit
Okay.
by 1.
So yeah, I think with the Radiant Shield, I think we would eliminate the ignore to ignore.
So he takes no hard penalty for having to go right into my divine light.
Well, so Shadow Claw is close. It does basic and
It would it would ignore defense.
yeah. So he would have just auto hit without that Radiant Shield.
That's fair enough.
So I rolled to see if he would actually hit instead of just ignoring it.
Is it auto hit or does it ignore defense?
I guess it's ignore defense, so it would roll against a flat 10.
Okay, now I understand.
Yeah.
Does it take a point or
you do 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the timer drops from 2 to 1.
Okay.
I turn into a bat.
Yes.
And I fly far. I can't get all the way to where I need to be, but I can get to within a near move of it.
Okay.
Radiant Shield is done.
Radiant Shield is done.
Oh, and I am still a bat for my next turn.
Okay. All right, so Reaver, it's a move for an action.
Okay. Well, I want to do stupid hero shit. Probably not. I mean, smart hero shit. I'm just gonna
Say
move.
go for it. We'll make it happen.
I'm gonna try my luck again with my bow and quiver. I want my friendly bat to get away from the one that breathes fire. So
Okay.
So before you expend that shot, know that the one nice thing about being a bat is it's kind of like hiding inside a common shield. If I take damage, it just does my 1 hit point on my bat and I turn into a person again, but it allows me to withstand a really bad strike.
Yeah, awesome.
So if you want to do badass damage on the thing, be my guest.
Okay. That hits. And I can inflict a D10 plus 5 and take. So 6 and 5 is 11. Ha 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 ha. And does my quick draw not work this round because I lost a movement or action?
No, I think you're good. You're choosing to lose your movement, and so you have your action. So and with the
Okay.
quick draw, you can still do it again. So
Alrighty. I am I don't know about this weird shadow guy on the ground. He's really scary, and I'm having good luck with flying creatures today, so I'm going to try to hit the other flying creature. And that hits for 6 damage. Just got him.
yeah, just got him. With your
And
with
that
your
is
with your bonus, you just if you hit these guys, you kill them because they only have 5 hit points.
okay.
If I burn my hero coin, can that get one more chain attack?
You would need to. Yeah, I guess you can do that.
I'll burn my hero
Awesome.
coin so Reaver can have one more chain attack.
Da-da-da-da. Yes. Okay. And then
Big money. There we go.
yes, 8 plus 5 is 13. Yes. Okay. Ooh,
Okay,
awesome.
and that drops.
My
Nice
ears
shot.
are still ringing. My ears are still ringing from his scream, but he is dropped.
All right.
Nice shot.
Okay. So Shriek didn't get it. He was about to use some of his dirty tricks, his incorporeal. He didn't get a chance to because everything was going well until that moment. Okay. Well, are you guys ready for one last hurrah?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, you guys
Very
are rocking
nice.
it. All right, so you guys find your way through the monastery. You actually end up finding like this crevice in the canyon, and you like scale down, and you find like the necropolis of this monastery, this crypt, and you find a worn out bridge that leads to this kind of like underground fortress. Okay. So your objective in this case is to get inside because you feel like that's where you can like break the crystal that's spawning these shadow monsters or doing whatever. But
We have to cross right to left and get through there.
yep, and then this thing is going to have a heart of effort to somehow open.
Is it a portcullis?
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Oh
however
my.
you're going to work through getting open that portcullis, 10 points to open it, and if you can get through that alive, then you would move on to the next scene, and we would continue on from there. But that's the scene. You also see some dead bodies of some adventurers that may have stumbled upon this place earlier before you arrived. Maybe an advanced scouting party from the village, but they seem to have bit the dust here. So you've got a combination of torch teeth, you've got a pair of brutes, a shriek in the back, and you've got our shadow blight, Cypheus.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's a shriek, right?
Yep.
All
There's
right.
a
Yeah,
we've
top
encountered
left.
that shriek before. All right.
Um,
Oh, go ahead.
Do we have to jump anything on this bridge, or is it we have to carefully navigate around the broken bit?
So I think if you were to move, we're going to essentially say that halfway is far. So this is just two bananas long.
Okay.
If you want to move over the gaps, you use a jump. Otherwise, you kind of have these choke points, like right here or like right here.
Yeah.
It would be difficult to pass someone who's already standing in that space.
And the green torches, are they just light, or are they some kind of magic or fire?
They're just probably like green fire, creepy vibes.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Alrighty.
if you want to change the order, you can change it up.
I will defer and let D take lead on these turns.
Okay. Would moving here to the other.
Although if you're gonna move someplace
No.
immediately, even though I would suggest that you let me go first so I can cast.
Yeah.
If I can
So
on this turn, I'm going to cast invulnerability on you,
okay.
and that hits. It is only good for one turn, but until your next turn.
Yeah. Kane, with my bow, can I reach the flame guy in the middle of the ravine?
This guy?
Top right.
Yeah, you could do that. But before you do, Chris, Gene went, so this guy is going to move out here, and then he is going to roll twice. So he's going to spawn.
I don't like those things.
Well, wait do you see the action economy as soon as it's the monster turn.
Okay. All right, now it's your turn.
Okay. Yes, so can I reach the
Yeah, you can.
top right bat with my bow?
Absolutely.
Okay. Alrighty. 2 + 5 is 7. He's gone.
That is.
Okay. And then, yeah.
Okay.
Is this near right here?
Yeah. So like we're gonna say this point is the halfway far point.
Okay. So I'll move there, which still leaves room for Jean to shimmy by if need be.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I will go ahead and take my deferred movement, and what I would like to do is take my 50-foot rope from my adventurer's pack, tie it off there, and move near.
Okay. All right, so with that, he's going to end up coming here. We're going to roll. So we've got 4 - 1 is the timer. It's going to set, but he's going to move there, and I'm going to stop before he takes his actions. So this guy is going to swoop. So each of you can give me a dex roll.
Fail.
Success.
All right. You take 1 point, Gene.
Okay.
Okay. These brutes are going to move up closer. This guy is going to stay back here. These guys aren't going to do anything. This Shriek is going to shriek, so everybody give me a charisma save.
Fail.
All right, if you fail, it's going to be either lose a movement or an action on your next turn. Okay, and then this guy is we're going to move to the Shadow Blight. He's going to hew both of you. So one against Reaver. That is a 13, which I don't think is enough.
Nope.
And then he's going to turn his Shadow Blade on Jean for an 11, which is not enough.
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to bring
Did you say that there is a lost movement or action?
Yes, because you failed the Shriek, you can
Okay.
choose either to move or you can choose to take an action.
I cast Radiant Light. For 4 rounds.
All All right. So we're going to reduce the target to 9, not 0. There we go. Okay, take a hero coin.
Yes.
All right, and then this guy is going to come up from there. He is going to... He's got Spawn Shadow and Shadow Grab. I don't think he can do Shadow Grab. I think he could spawn a shadow from himself with regards to Radiant Light. So he's going to roll. He's going to spawn another Torch Tooth from his back. And then he is going to hew against Jean. That is a 10.
Oh.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Reaver.
Awesome. Well, I can see us getting swarmed. So this just past the center of the bridge would be a near move for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that, and I take a pot shot at the portcullis.
Did you succeed at your Shriek charisma last turn?
Yes, I did.
All right. Then yes, you can.
Okay. And let's see. That would be... What do I don't add anything to that roll, do I?
That would add your dex bonus.
Oh, yeah, 7 plus 4 is 11.
Okay, and who are you hitting again? Sorry.
The
The portcullis.
Oh, the portcullis. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so then deal damage.
6 plus 5 is 11.
Okay, you've blasted it open with your arcane cartridge.
Nice.
Take a hero coin.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty. So with that gone, can we see the crystal inside or no?
Yeah, you could, if you can make it in there, we would move to the next scene. So you just, now at this point, you just have to get into that space.
Okay.
All right, but now this guy is going to hew at Jean. That is a 24.
Hits.
And that is an 11.
Down.
And then he is going to turn and hew at... Oh, yep. There's a 27.
Ouch.
That is a... that is a 12.
Down.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we'd have the other monsters go, and they would like come eat you and start wearing down your timers, and these guys would start carrying you off and be like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." Oh man, Chris and D were doing awesome. Super brave, super awesome of them to go up against these shadow monsters. But overall, I think the shadow monsters are just an intense group. An intense team. I mean, they're built to be pretty brutal, especially when you get all of them together. And that blight at the very end, whew, yeah. As we talked through everything, and after watching those 3 fights, I think the first fight with the Hunchback and the Torchtooth went fine. The Torchtooth and the Brute, the Hunchback, are really great, just little monsters, really straightforward. With a bigger team, I bet the movement and the dynamics of being able to attack the Brute from behind will make it easier, drawing attention, switching where he's facing, keep moving around, so the Torchtooth have a hard time to do that, and they're easy to take out. So a pretty good little duo right there, but manageable for the players, especially out in open ground. It might change things if you were like in a corridor down in a dungeon or somewhere along those lines where you couldn't necessarily have all the open space to move. Could be pretty tough, but yeah, the first pair was overall a good setup. The second pair of the Torchtooth and the Shriek, overall, I think that it fine. The Shriek is definitely, you start getting into some scary territory, being able to steal movement or actions, as well as being able to take advantage of player abilities. The fact that he got control of Chris's character and didn't really have as much like brutal melee abilities, had some spells to him, but imagine having some kind of like tank, being able to just wreck a person or whatever. Like, could be pretty bad if the Shriek got a hold of the right player. But depending on the situation, it could be going on there. I think they lucked out, or like were really clever in how they took advantage of the scenario, which is not to fight but to get through, and really work through it. So Torchtooth in combination with the Shriek, not bad. Gets a little scary. But then the final fight of all of them together is just overwhelming. Just the Shadow Blight alone, having 2 actions per turn, it means per player, it's just going to scale up and ramp up. And so if there's 4 players, that over the course of the round, that Blight is going to get essentially 8 turns. And he's absolutely just a monster with his stat bonuses, with his abilities, healing. Like, the Blight alone could take on a party just because of the action economy. Although I still hold fast to the belief that some player ingenuity is a real thing, and it can foobar quite a bit. But overall, I think the Shadow Monster set is a brutal set. Might do a few tweaks, but I think the benefit of having a monster set overall is that this was a interesting test and that it was all compact. But a monster set like this would benefit from a longer campaign where you get introduced to the Torchtooth first, and then you encounter a Hunchback, and you learn about what's going on. And then a little bit later on, as the players grow and understand more, you encounter a Shriek and then a Hunchback together. And over the course of the campaign, you get familiar with the monster set, how they work, and then the more often they come up, the players get to develop a knowledge of them. And eventually you might encounter Siphius the Blight. One time he wipes the floor with everybody, they narrowly escape, and then they go on a quest to find some item that's really going to help them, that negates a lot of stuff. And so this is where I think monster sets can really come into play. And so I'd love to hear what you think about the Shadow Monster set after watching these fights. How would you use them? How would you incorporate a set into your own campaign or into your own one-shots? Thanks again to Chris and Dee for facing these Shadow Monsters against impossible odds. They did fantastic. But for now, it's back to the kiln, and I'll catch you next time.